Do you remember how we met?
You cooked chicken and you...
Because if you can't fucking do it properly, don't do it at all. You just hate spending money. Unless it's for a base. Nick loves to think that he can do a Scouse accent.
Why do you hate Trifecta so much?
This is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. Why are we doing it?
Because you're like a dog with a bone.
Well, no, you suggested it.
Yeah, but like this morning...
Well, you know, we've been...
Come on!
We've been talking about doing this for a long time. So, why are we doing it?
Because I think you're quite entertaining.
You think I'm quite entertaining?
Yeah, I think that your fans will think that you're quite entertaining.
Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? I think the reason why we're doing it is because we just celebrated a 23rd anniversary.
Yeah, well, you got that wrong.
22nd anniversary.
22nd anniversary.
22nd anniversary. And we discussed the thoughts of having a podcast because of 22 years married and 25 years together. But I think that 3 years is more important than the 22 years.
No, we've been together 25 years.
That's what I just said, didn't I?
No, you didn't. And we've got proof.
Okay.
You said 23 years. We've been together 25.
Right.
And we've been married for 22.
Well, there's another good reason for doing this, and that's because I'll remember what my name is.
And we'll have video recorded evidence of the ridiculousness that you say.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I wanted us to have some kind of structure to this, and you've kind of gone off-piste a bit. So what are we going to talk about today?
I don't think I have gone off-piste. I've written
I can see you've got a little...
I've got bullet points.
Little bullet points.
Yeah. So this is our North and South podcast. North and South, mind your mouth. Why is that? Why are we calling it that?
Because you're married to a gobby northerner.
Yeah, so it's the difference between the North and the South, right?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of differences, isn't there, really?
There is a lot of difference. You're the gobby northerner and I'm the soft southerner.
Yeah.
That sums us up, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely. So where are we starting with this?
Well, I'm going to go, hello, wife, how's your life?
My life's good, thank you. Very busy, and I'm not really sure I can spare you much time today. So
yeah, I'm getting that impression. That's why I wanted to get this done. I mean, actually, this is the more time we've spent together than, like, since we had our anniversary, sitting in the same room like this.
Well, I'm a wedding planner, and it's my busiest time of year, so...
Okay.
You know, what can I tell you?
I know that people are going to ask, first off, have you got your new kitchen yet?
And I think we all know the answer to that is absolutely not. No.
I think we should tell them the truth about the kitchen story. And I think you need to talk up a bit because you're whispering almost.
Oh, sorry.
You don't need to get closer. You just need to enunciate. No, don't talk like this. You're not Mrs. Mouse, okay?
You need to enunciate. Yeah. What, you want me to get loud and gobby when you're normally telling me to shut the fuck up?
Can you actually, can you say something in Scouse, please?
No,
come on,
it's
I love
too
it.
soon.
No,
We're not going to peak too soon.
Can you say,
shut the fuck up?
There we go, there we go. Now look at your signal's gone up. That's where we need to have you.
I'm not going to shout.
No, just just be a little bit. Just imagine that you're up.
All right, Steven Spielberg.
I prefer Trevor Horn, if you don't mind. So, have you got your new kitchen? And the answer is no, because what's the story with that, Anne? How did that story come about?
Well, one, you hate spending money.
Yeah.
I've been asking you for a new kitchen for, at least 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And you just don't like spending money.
I like the way
and there's always an excuse.
Yeah, like it's too expensive. And primarily we can't agree on what to get because
we haven't even started looking.
Oh, yeah, that's because you're so busy.
Yeah, but I mentioned something that I like, and you say no. I'm not having an island in the kitchen.
Hang on, I said no island. I didn't say. I was averse to other things.
You just hate spending money, unless it's for a base.
Now that's where the story comes up. So this base comes up and I'm thinking, no, leave it alone. I don't want the base. It's too long. I gave that all up a long time ago. And then people keep sending me messages. Oh, have you seen your bases for sale? Oh, great. How much? 15 grand. I'm going, forget it. No. So this went on
Bye,
for
kitchen.
years.
Bye.
Yeah, well, exactly. And, I thought, I can't buy the base back until I brought the new kitchen. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Willow came into the room one day and said, have you seen your bases for sale? I went, oh, not you too. And she said, you should have it. And then I thought, no, she should have it. After I shuffle off this mortal coil, I'd like it to... Yeah, well, sooner the better.
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. So I thought, how do we do that? How do we make this happen? So I thought, first of all, I'm going to get the opinion of the fans. So I came into you and said, and filming you, saying, do you mind if I get the new bass? The old bass? And you said, yeah, great, go on. Which is typical of you.
Because I love spending money.
You love spending money.
I love it.
That should be your middle name. And love spending money begs.
Yeah.
And I said, no, that's the wrong answer. You have to say, no, not until I get my new kitchen.
So he made me do a retake.
Yes, so you did a retake.
And look like a bitch.
And, of course, now every time they see you, they go, say it in a northern accent.
Well, everybody...
Have you had your new kitchen yet?
Please don't do that.
Have you done chicken? Have you cooked chicken and you...
Nick loves to think that he can do a Scouse accent. I mean, we've been together for 25 years and he's like, it's the worst.
Well, actually, it's always, I just go Orvis.
You say Hovis. It's kind of like a cross between Manchester, Yorkshire, some throaty, gritty disgustingness, and it's like hard on the ears.
Anything north of Watford is Yorkshire to me.
You're such a southerner.
Well, I am a southerner. Anyway, so that's the story of the kitchen. And no, we don't have the new kitchen yet.
We don't have the new kitchen.
But we are going to get one once we can get round to getting some Pinterest boards together. And that's the way you do it now, isn't it? You do Pinterest boards.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever had it. Well, I had a new kitchen once, many, many years ago.
You had a new kitchen when we moved in here.
Yeah, but I didn't pick it. It was just in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not how I'd ever designed it.
For the record, I don't mind which kitchen we get as long as we don't have an island. I don't want to go living on an island.
Okay.
All right. So
I just want a new kitchen.
Well, okay, we'll make it happen. I'm spending enough time on the road, for God's sake.
Okay.
Okay, so next thing is happy anniversary for 2 weeks ago.
Thanks.
Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we?
We did.
Do you know what just came up? Because I put it under anniversary. Do you remember Snog O'Clock?
Of course. We still do Snog O'Clock occasionally.
No, we haven't done Snog O'Clock for a long time. I think that's indicative of where we are in our relationship. 25 years together and Snog O'Clock has gone out of the window. Aww. Snog O'Clock was something we used to do in front of the kids to gross them out. Do you remember? Yeah. It's all like, oh, Snog O'Clock, and we just start kissing. They go, oh, no, disgusting. They go,
oh, disgusting. That's disgusting, that.
Except my kids don't sound like that.
Well, except Luna go, oh, that's rather disgusting, Peter. So...
None of my kids, all of the kids have been raised down here. None of them are little northerners.
They've got a very strong northern connection. In fact, 2 of them are living in the north now, and you have a granddaughter in the north. We have a granddaughter in the north, and soon to have another one.
Yeah.
So it's a very strong northern connection. It's actually the Wirral, Hoylake. That's the area, isn't it?
Yeah.
You emanate.
See, I'm not even a Scouser.
Was it a woollyback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it, a sheep shagger or a woollyback? That's what they're called, right?
No, that's Welsh. Welsh are sheep shagger.
Yeah, that's just a bit.
But I don't think we should actually say that.
Okay, edit.
Edit that out.
Woollyback, like,
Can you stop now?
Okay, sorry. Okay, I shall refrain.
Because if you can't fucking do it properly, don't do it at all.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's why I fell in love with you. That's what keeps our marriage alive, your northern accent. I love it.
Okay.
So come on then. How did we meet?
What? Tell the people how we met.
Tell the people how we met, and I'll keep on contradicting you all the way through.
Okay.
Because people love that.
That's how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
So I was a massive Howard Jones fan in the 80s.
Yes.
And I'd gone to see Howard play in Manchester at Brannigan's.
Yeah.
It was Brannigan's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And lo and behold, there you were.
I was.
Playing bass with Howard.
Yeah.
And it was like a twofer. I was like, oh, I've got Nick Beggs from Kajagoogoo as well as Howard Jones. And I recognised you. I told my brother who I was with, and he couldn't believe that I even recognised you. And I shimmied my way to the front of the stage and stood in front of you and gave you big googly eyes.
You did.
With your long... oh, no, I was going to say with your long swishy hair. You didn't have long swishy hair then. You had short
back
hair.
and sides. And I was wearing a kilt, was I? I was wearing a kilt.
Do you know what? I actually... That I can't remember.
Pretty sure I was.
Probably.
Yeah. I remember that night because I thought, that girl's really looking at me and she's standing next to a man, the hussy. So I thought, what's she giving me the eye for? You know, she's got her husband there. But little did I know that you were going through a divorce and that was your brother.
Yeah, it was. But we didn't speak that night, did we?
No. Was it 6 months or 6 weeks?
6 months. You've been on tour. You went on tour to the States then with Howard.
Yeah.
And then you came back and did a week at Ronnie Scott's.
Yeah. And then, lo and behold, there you were again. 6 months and a whole tour later on. Yeah. You were there. And I thought, that's that girl. And then you were with another woman this time.
Yeah.
And I thought, so she brought a friend along this time? What's this all about? After the show, I went out and I found you. And I said, you were at Brannigan's. And you went, yeah. You didn't say much. You were pretty monosyllabic. You went, yeah, that's right, actually.
I have never spoken like that in my life, unless it's to make you laugh.
And I said, would one care for an aperitif? And you said, yeah, laugh.
You're so mean to me. If I'd have spoken like that, you wouldn't have looked twice at me. You'd have been like, oh, God, she's so uncouth.
You were very quiet. You didn't say very much. And I said...
Which is very unlike me, but I was a bit starstruck, let's be honest.
Who wouldn't be, darling? Well, I said to you, you were with your husband last time, and you said, no, that's my brother.
Okay, let's just agree to stop with the accent now.
This is the North and South thing for me, in a nutshell. I love this because accents are so ridiculous.
Your accent's so ridiculous.
Yeah, of course it is. My accent is so... Do you know, I don't even talk like... This isn't my normal speaking
I know.
voice.
You've got a latent buzzard.
Yeah, if I talk the way, it'd be like, I'm going out and play football, like the boys used to say. Dropping all the T's and D's, you know.
Anyway, you're going off track.
Yes.
Back.
So I said to you, you were with your husband last time, and you said, no, it's my brother. I'm getting divorced. I was like, oh. I said, who's the girl then? She said, it's my sister. And you said it was my sister-in-law. And I thought, well, this is weird. What's going on?
Well, I had to bring somebody with me.
Yeah, but your sister, you know, your ex-husband's
well, we were
sister.
really good friends.
Yes,
so...
and we still are. And that's one of the great things about this family. With the divorce on both you and I, which was happening before we even met, we've managed to maintain a pretty good relationship with the children's respectives, haven't we?
Yes.
You're looking at me very funny. And I think we'll leave that there. Okay, next.
So where are you going with the whole how we met? Are you going to finish that story off?
Well, is there any more to say? Well, how would you like? I mean, apart from 25 years. You see, I think the 3 years before we got married is more important than the 22 years.
I qualify that in what way?
Because if it hadn't been for those 3 years, the 22 years wouldn't have happened.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that was the test bed. That's when we were both lab rats, seeing what we were really like under scrutiny.
Well, you could say that for any relationship. Yeah. The first few years are what determine if you're going to get married or make it, and I think with amalgamating 2 families and 4 kids before Willow came along, that was, you know.
But, you know, the other thing is that a lot happened in that 3 years. A huge amount happened. We finalised our divorces, both of our divorces.
You'd already
I don't think I was actually divorced. I think it was. It was pending.
Really? I wasn't. Yeah, you were divorced.
Oh, right, okay.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I was still in the process.
Okay, so then that happened, and then we were hanging out, we were having a lovely old time, and I was coming to stay with you in Hoylake a lot, and then I was off on the road and coming back, and we'd hang out, and then one day you said, I picked you up from the airport, actually. You were coming back from
I was coming back from
Berlin.
Somewhere.
I was coming back from Berlin. I'd done this show with Howard, and I remember I introduced you to Sam Fox.
Yeah,
and as soon as I saw you, I knew you were pregnant.
You're just so psychic.
I knew, and I said to you, "You're pregnant," and you said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "You need to do a pregnancy test."
You made me go and buy one in the airport.
And it came back negative.
Yeah.
First one came out, I said, "I don't believe it." Didn't.
Yeah.
This went on for about 10 days.
Yeah.
And eventually you went and got one, and it came back positive. And I knew you were pregnant. It was really strange, which was obviously a huge bombshell at that particular time of our lives, where we just got divorced. We were trying to work out how our families...
We were living at opposite ends of the country.
I was living in Leighton Buzzard, and I just moved back to Leighton Buzzard from London, and you were still living in Hoylake in that lovely house in Manor Road.
Yeah.
And we just sat down, and that was the crossroads really for our life. What are we going to do here? Do you remember when we told your mum?
Oh my God.
Your mum. Well, we had to get your brother to sit down and mediate.
To scrape her off the ceiling.
Because she was so happy. She'd just moved into Newton Road, and backed
onto my house. So it was proper northern.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was like Coronation Street. It literally was Coronation Street.
And it was kind of my mum's house. The back of my mum's house overlooked my house.
Yeah.
The back of my house,
yeah.
so she could see into my kitchen from her spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Which was her office.
Mm-hmm.
And
And bearing in mind, your mum had MS as well, so everything kind of.
And she kind of was a little bit nervous of you because you were a musician.
Well, this is another story, isn't it? Because do you remember, you would always come down for long weekends at my house, and she'd look after the kids, bless her lovely heart.
And for the first year, you didn't even come north.
No. So she kept on sending me these messages referring to me as the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, the first gift she bought me, and your mum was the best gift buyer I ever met. I think we all agree on that, right?
Yeah, she was fab.
She sent a compass, a proper, like, die-cast metal compass for rambling. And I picked up the metaphor perfectly. Basically, can you find your way north sometime? Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. And I still have it. Mom. I keep it in my ginkle gonkle tray. And so I knew that I when we found out you were pregnant, I thought, well, that's it. I've got to go and meet Mum and all the rest of it. So
no, I think
I had met her before.
You had met her before. Yeah. No, you had met her before that point.
But do you remember I got you to drive me past her house, and I put bandages all over my head so I looked like the Invisible Man, and I got you to drive past her front door, and I stood out through the sunroof waving at her, and that was the first time.
I'm sure everybody will be really surprised to hear that. Absolutely lunatic.
Oh God, that was such fun.
With your sunglasses over your bandaged face.
So I did literally look like the Invisible Man. But your mum and I all got on great.
You did, but we were still scared. It was like being 15 and telling your mum you're pregnant. It was
well, it was all the classics, that couldn't you put a Johnny on it or something like that. It was all
Nicholas!
of that. it was all of that.
Oh my God.
That's what she was going to say, obviously. And your brother was literally brilliant, actually. He was a great mediator, and
she was just worried that you were going to break my heart and be a typical musician and had a girl in every town, and that's what she was worried about. Well, but it was all worked out brilliantly because we got a fabulous little Willow.
She said to me, "Are you going to stay here and look after this baby, or are you just going to break her heart and piss off and leave her?" She said, "Are you here? You're here for this for it, or are you here for the long haul?" I said, "I'm here for the long haul." And then that was it. When she realised I wasn't sort of a fair weather
muso.
Yeah. And we had to rethink everything, didn't we? There was me thinking I only had to worry about my one child, Lula, in the south, when suddenly we had this extended family and a new baby coming.
Yeah.
Big responsibility, big changes.
And then where we were going to live and navigate all of that.
Yeah. But, you know, for the first year, when Willow was born, I really came and lived with you in Hoylake for that 12 months, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I'd come back down south to go on the road. Or to
see Lula.
Or to see Lula. Lula would come up and stay.
Yeah.
And my nephew, Simon, would come and stay sometimes too. Do you remember?
Yeah. God, there were so many kids.
Well, there are.
So many kids.
There's always been so many kids. I mean, you know, I had 6 nephews and nieces in my first marriage, who still keep in contact with. Most of them still keep in contact with me. Well, I suppose that's a good vignette for the first 3 years of our relationship, because we weren't going to get married, were we? Do you remember? I was very negative.
You were very anti any more kids and very anti-marriage.
I was very anti living with anyone again.
Yeah.
So when you said I'm pregnant, or when I told you you were pregnant and I happened to be right, it was like, oh, my giddy aunt. Now, talk about changing the face of the rest of your life, you know.
Would you change it? Would you go back and do it all differently?
I don't believe in that philosophy. There's only one life. There's multiverses, but there's only one life. It's not for us to change what we do on this plane.
But aren't you happy because we got...
Of course I'm happy.
A lovely family, and
now
we've got
wonderful.
All these grandkids.
All of them. Willow and Lula played this trick on me the other day, and it was, so which is your favourite child? And I'm just like, what? You can't, come on. And of course I was mortified because I couldn't possibly say who's my favourite child. And no parent should ever make that, you know, Sophie's choice.
They do it to me all the time.
Yeah.
They all think they know who the favourite is.
Yeah. Yeah. You love them all the same, right? Because they're all amazing.
Willow's just whispered Callum.
Oh, well, okay.
Do you know what? They're all my favourite. I could not pick one favourite.
No, and nor sure. They've all got different attributes and they're wonderful in their equal measure.
In fact, actually, lately, Callum's been a little shit sometimes.
Callum can be a little shit. Well,
I think it's because he thinks he's got the crown of favourite child, so he pushes it.
I see. So he wears it
to
the hilt. No, they're all very different. So there's Jake and Callum, who are identical boys. What age are they? 27?
No, 20. It's 29 in August.
29. They grow up so quickly.
They grow up so quickly.
They grow up so quickly. 29 in August.
Yeah.
Identical boys. I couldn't tell them apart, could I?
No, not for ages.
No. I think in the early years they wanted to escape that twin label because they felt that they were always... that they weren't the original. But I think as you get older you understand, I see it in them, that they've got something incredible that most people don't have.
Yeah.
A bond which goes beyond so many. It's a genetic bond in a very unusual way.
I think it's one of my favourite things when the two of them are in a room together and they laugh. That is hilarious to me.
Yeah. Well, Jake always makes Callum laugh.
Callum corpse constantly.
In fact, Jake makes Callum laugh in a way that nobody else can. Why do you hate Trifecta so much? I mean, I know why you hate Trifecta so much, but I think the Billies might want to know why you hate Trifecta so much.
Are you going to call them the Billies?
Yeah, Billy Punters.
I think that's really rude.
No, it's not. It's an endearment.
You can't. No,
it's an endearment. Oh, hey, it's north and south. Mind your mouth, right?
Okay, now the window cleaner's arrived.
Well, sorry, I don't know whether they can hear that, but the window cleaner's cleaning the windows with his big brushes. Look at his big brushes.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Why do you hate Trifecta so much? Do you genuinely hate it?
Yeah. No, I do genuinely hate it.
I love that. Yeah, go on. Anyway, there's a bit of dog in the background. That's all right. We don't mind that.
Bit of doggy in the back. I am an 80s pop girl.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s pop girl, and I can just about bear some prog stuff, but that is just a step too far, darling. You can't expect me to like that.
No, I don't expect you to like it. I like the fact that you hate it so much.
I know you do. I know, but I just, it's too many notes, all in the wrong places. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's just not my cup of tea.
That's fair
it's
enough.
Grim. It's awful.
It's a perfect marketing ploy for me.
What can I tell you?
Yeah. Well,
I love you.
I know you love me.
I love you, but I really don't like your
I didn't say
band.
why do you hate me so much, did I? I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Yes, I can appreciate the musicianship, and your playing is all very good.
Yeah.
But
it's very professional, isn't it?
Very professional.
Very professional.
But the music's shocking.
Well, we come to the end of this now because I'm going to make a cup of tea, I think.
And I think we need to kind of maybe have a little bit more structure next time.
I like this rambling kind of up the hedgerows.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, do you want it more formulated? Do you want me to do it naked? We hope you've enjoyed part 1 or episode 1 of North and South Mind Your Mouth. We will be doing these regularly if you like them. If you don't, we'll fuck off.
And if you've got any questions, things we want to know, let us know.
Yes, questions are a good thing.